Hey, welcome family. I'm Nissan Trotter, and this is another episode of Nissan RPM. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. We're gonna accelerate and move to that next dimension. Let me take you to one of my crazy childhood stories. It happened in Alabama. I would always ride the cheese wagon or the school bus to school back and forth. And every day, literally pretty much every day, this one kid at his bus stop, whenever he would get off the bus after school, he would go down the middle aisle and the kids in their seat, they would just throw the most vicious blows that you ever want to see. They punch him in the side, they kick him, they hit him in the head, and he'd be getting off the bus pretty much wounded literally day after day. Because you know how it goes on the school bus. There's always something that highlights the day on the school bus. Well, in this particular instance, sadly to say, this happened over and over and over again with this kid on my school bus always getting pretty much shredded by the kids in their seat when he got off the bus. But this same kid one day acted differently. When he strolled down the middle of the aisle and the kids began to punch him and do what they do to him routinely, he then began to throw his very own blows. He began to punch back. He began to throw his elbows. And you know what happened the following day when he got off the bus? He was able to get off in peace. It was almost as if the kids who were in their seats, who were punching him and kicking him, knew how to all of a sudden behave. Do you know there's a lesson in that right there? I'm not one to condone violence whatsoever, but I am telling you that there are cases in your life where you have to fight back. Because you may not be dealing with the same kids on the school bus that I just mentioned, but life has a way of throwing blows at you. It has a way of elbowing you and kicking you in the side and kicking you in the stomach. You may be dealing with cancer. You may be dealing with financial hardship. You may be even dealing with relational issues. And until you develop your fight, until you learn how to throw your elbows and to throw your punches at life, until you understand how to do that, you know what? It's gonna be just flat out hard sometimes. You may not even get a breakthrough. And I want your breakthrough, and I hope you want your breakthrough more than I want it for you. But you know what? You gotta develop your fight. You gotta develop that character within to start to fight. Because here's the interesting and somewhat ironic parallel that I wanna draw. When that kid was getting thrown, getting hit in the head and getting hit in the side, and he was pretty much being tossed to and fro, you know what? He was still reaching his destination. He was still at a place to where he could finally be where he should be, and that was at his home. And that's so much is so the case with you. I know that life is hard. I know that it's tough. But listen, I've gone through storms myself. But you know what? Just because life is hard and just because it's difficult, it does not mean you are not arriving at where you should be. Don't take the hardship so hard. Did you hear what I said? That's important. I'm gonna pause and repeat that because it bears repeating. Don't take the hardships so hard because you are still moving to your destination. You're still moving to the place where you should be. Because life is pretty much like this. You're either going into a storm, in a storm right now, or going out of one. Wherever you're at in life, I want you to always have your guard up and understand that when you fight, no matter what, life is going to take a side seat. It's going to learn how to behave because you're resilient. You're stronger than what you think you are. And you know what? I'm going to speak this over your life. The storm that you're going through right now, you've been through tougher storms. You've survived tougher weather. You survived the lightning, the thunder, and the rain that's come before. So what makes you think that you're not going to survive this current storm that you're in right now? I'm here to pump you up, to motivate you, to rev you up, to accelerate you, to let you know that you should still keep fighting, still keep standing. And when you do that, let me tell you something. You're going to do things that eyes have not seen and ears have not heard because you are a fighter. This is Nissan RPM, and you got to shift with me and accelerate to that next level. Until the next time.